Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the U.S. South map. We're playing as a green player out of the first position. I've got, honestly, a lot of options. I usually like going on the right-hand side. I don't particularly like playing for the West Virginia bonus here. I think a +1 here is super dangerous to try to play for that. I think playing for the left side in here with how much material I have over here is going to be a better choice for me. So we're going to go right here. The reason I go here, even with red down below, and red may end up becoming a nuisance. He sees me capped here. I don't actually think this cap for red is very good. It's pretty card blockable, assuming pink goes on this 4 here, which I don't at this point know why pink would go anywhere else. He doesn't see my cap here, though. He's got double force here, but Georgia's a +2? Georgia's a +2, Louisiana +3. I'm playing in a +4. I'm not sure I'm going to be allowed to hold this, but yeah, that's where I thought pink would go. But you see, it's going to depend on where black lands. Like maybe he'll go on the 3 up here. Hope that I don't hit his 4. I don't know that I really want to let him out, though. I'd rather just hit it. Yeah, orange goes here, so I'll dive into... Maybe black goes on this 4 here. That actually would be a really interesting trading pocket, natural trading pocket, also without even blizzards up there in Kentucky between orange and black. The blizzards that we have here, that Tallahassee blizzard, and then I assume that probably calling that part of Alabama Mobile. I'll make this easier for black, I guess, by rolling out my material up into the top of the board. What I want to do over here, let's make this 1 here, this here. I'm going to take the bonus. I should have enough to fortify back, and red probably won't hit me, but let's see what's up here. Oh, man. Great dice there as well. Have a bonus to start. I'm just going to leave that on white. So this is really interesting here. White picks, instead of, third position player has opportunity for Alabama, had opportunity for Georgia, has opportunity for Oklahoma, for Arkansas. It doesn't take any of those. Red may not hit into me here. The thing is if red breaks, I have openings to their capital. They probably also just discovered pink and Georgia there. But if you're wondering what we're doing here today on this, he's going to break me. I'm not going to move my 4 off. So he breaks me here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to move that. I don't get anything out of doing that. This is a rather restrained play early. I get it. I understand it. Doesn't make it any less annoying. I don't actually dislike this play by pink at all. It smashes the material out, which is a bit confusing. I would not take Georgia now. I think you've kind of burned your chances at that by putting more troops. Ugh. I don't like that. Oh, and if you split, I like it even less. That's a good cap to steal, but I don't have that ability right now. We know where everybody is. I am free on the left-hand side of the board. I mean, there's 5 caps over here on the right, so pretty free. Even if red breaks me here, I've got opportunity to push beyond that. No sense in breaking pink right now. They're going to have bigger fish to fry later anyway. Orange probably takes Virginia. If I had to guess, the player that wins the left-hand side, he's going to be very disappointed in this. Yeah. So he smashes my 4. He actually just helps white there. Now, I'm not worried about red here. Again, we have bigger fish to fry over in this region. Get back to my capital. I'm just clearing this zone. Red actually has... Oh, this could be bad for pink. Red has Florida. Pink didn't break him. And red actually is just going to break me. Okay. Well, we're going to have to play for North Texas then. South Texas is not an option, which is a bit of a bummer. The more irritating thing is I would have held this, but white broke. And I get why he broke. I left the troops in front of him over there, but he picked a bad cap. So I got to kind of navigate this appropriately. I actually almost think playing for Arkansas is going to be my best bet here. Right now, go Arkansas first, because red's not going to let me hold South Texas. No, but the issue here is that pink might push for bonuses in the middle. He may not even realize that red has Florida. And I fear that red's just going to steal his cap at some point, because he's going to take here. So we got this 2 to play off of. I'm going to go up into Arkansas. We'll see what happens. 2 comes back to cap. I'm safely defended. I'm not super worried about the early game here. He takes back here. Don't keep attacking. I mean, unless it's to get red out of the way, maybe. But you have no lines to fortify back this way. Yeah, no point continuing to open red's cap up to me. But I have the entire left side of the board to take. It's just I may not get it right away, so I have to make sure my cap is well defended. The bonuses on this board not super powerful, but regardless, what I was trying to say is that this is Tier List Tuesdays here on the channel, where we play every single map in Risk. On the meta settings, those settings are progressive cards, balanced plus dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, portals, raw fog, and blizzards are on. 60-second turn timer, neutral inactivity behavior, and capital conquest, obviously, on the US South map. This is one of my favorites from the USA Advanced Map Package, or second to last map that we're covering in this. We will be taking a look at US West next week. And this map is 54 territories. There are 4 blizzards, knocks us down to 50 territories, which is 11 larger than the classic map when blizzards are considered. And there are 15 bonuses across 54 total territories. It means there's a lot of small bonuses. You can see several 2 or 3 territory bonuses. Play off of this, that this will come back to cap regardless of what I hit up here. Orange is here. Okay. Well, I was going to fortify with the 3, but I don't really want to deal with orange. So we're going to cut to the left here. Actually going to leave the 5 off cap to come back down through the material that is in here. I'm anticipating red attempting to roll this pink cap soon enough. I don't know why pink isn't breaking him. Yeah, he's slow rolling it. It looks like the first roll of 3 failed. He's down to 2. Yeah, wow. He's getting really bad. That was one troop 1 here. And now that he's rolling this, he'll get a card over here. No, he actually might not even get a card over here. He's rolled a 2 off. That makes the take over here easier for me. I can put everything on the 5 if this wins. I'm actually happy that that happened. I can play off of my 5 here and take the rest of North Texas. Orange started their turn with 8, so they have Virginia plus 3 up in the top right. I'm a little bit surprised it's not a plus 2, but I guess it's because there's 3 territories of access from North Carolina. That entire top right area is a 1, 2, 3 point hold for +1, +10, +11. If you hold from here in Kentucky and then these 2 spots in Georgia. Pink gets 14 because I haven't broken him in the middle. This is why red is not particularly playing. This player is actively not defending their capital. And the red player, instead of, you know, weaseling or whatever troops you've got in the middle of the board to try to break pink's bonuses, black has flagged. Interesting. I'm wondering if white just took their capital. But you've already seen red try to roll you here. So black was a neutral bot. He will not be returning. I'm wondering if pink is going up this way and just continuing to ignore. No, he's taking in the middle here. It's a lot of material to take in the middle with hardly anything on capital. But I'm not going to aggress this player right now. I don't think it's in my best interest to do that. But if he doesn't actively defend the cap, now we'll see, does red play off of the 1 here and come break everything with pink's? Because he's kind of started, or they've kind of started a war over here, red has. Pink is not doing anything about it. Won't break. I may get you don't want to open up the capital. That's kind of bait if you do that. But also this gives me some info about a cleared middle board. Can potentially pick up black's 2 cards here in a moment. This is going to skip right to us, though. Pink may have even lost their capital, but doesn't get broken enough where they might just get it right back. So we have a trade-in, but again, we're playing standard progressive. We've been playing a lot of per player exponential lately. Come on. I got really... I mean, that's just terrible. One on a one, two on a two, one on a two. Really, it's the one on the ones that just crush me every time, man. They've been happening so much lately. Like, I kind of understand. I at least understand a 1 on a 2 loss. A 2 on a 2 loss, you're like, all right, I've got a tax advantage with a large stack, and we can't roll 2 out of our 3 dice better than, or we can't roll. Yeah, like on the first hit on the 2 dice, you can't roll 2 dice or any of the 3 dice better than any of the 2. I'm not sure. Does white? Did he know black was here? I mean, this is the cards for black. I don't. What? He's still only getting 6. I don't understand this. This actually may not be the card. No, nobody's taking black's cap over here. So this is a large commitment from white for seemingly no reason. Pink gets 14 again. So that makes me think they lost their capital. Oh no, they didn't lose their capital. They got broken in here. Because I thought they took Alabama. Interesting. I don't know. I still don't have a bonus yet. Between bad dice and just particularly unlucky plays from my opponents. Hasn't happened, but we do need to get white out of here. I actually think white may be trapped. So I need to try to take this bonus and then exercise some sort of power over my opponents, maybe even with a trade-in. White trading early is helpful. If we can get red or orange to trade, or even pink to trade early. I could see pink trading early with the way that they've played. Orange is getting only 8, so I think pink may have gone up into them, because I thought orange took an additional bonus on the last turn. But I think white may try to eliminate black. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're going to take the rest of our bonus here. I think I'm going to get hit by white. I think I'm going to get broken by the white player. Oh well. Now red is card blockable back here if they don't take pink's capital. And if they do take pink's, so they trade or they take pink's cap, I don't think that that's going to last. I definitely don't think they're going to get this elimination. Pink has too much board. White gets 6. I don't know where this lands. Orange does have access to white, so this is a strange play by white. It's red. Is that just a card on red? Or does he keep going? Because nobody's taken black's cap yet. No, red took pink's, and pink still gets 10. And if he trades to take it back, was it worth it? Now, if we see this go back to 1, it's the perfect time to strike. It goes back to 1. All right, they get their... No, you got to break red, right? Or is that too much risk? I don't know. If I see it jump to 2 on orange's turn, I almost think my best play is orange gets completely broken by somebody. That must have been... I think pink is fighting 2 battles. I don't know that this is the best choice. Red they don't flag, but they go MIA. So I think I take my bonus here, worst case. I imagine white is gearing up for hits on black. This I don't like, though. I don't like this over here. It makes more sense for me to probably actively try to remove it. This is back to 2 capitals. Orange does just take pink's capital. I think it was pink's capital, unless they hit white. And dug back in here and took that from white. I don't want white over here, though. So if you guys are wondering why hit white there, there's multiple reasons. Red is flagged, so I don't, or not flagged. Red is MIA, likely not to return because of how poorly that whole situation went for them, which means their player is just going to stack over here. White is also trapped behind black with no trade in. And if orange didn't actively give them anything, then I just eliminated a ton of their troops over here. Orange doesn't see any of that. And pink lost their capital. So I don't know how much orange hit into pink, but with these two hitting each other actively, not letting white get any sort of jump on the left-hand side of the board, and also not letting white get the black elimination. Those are two extra cards that might become very useful for me. I don't think this cap has been taken yet. Maybe the orange player took it, in which case that might have been the black elimination there, but I did not get good dice on that stack. Even roll, attacker's advantage, even roll. Bit of a bummer. I want the black cap to get stolen over here. Also, white broke me in the early game, all because I laughed at his silly little capital. So, yeah, he's slow rolling something. So, if I hold this, you know, pink's been a bit of a bonus taking menace and has lost his cap twice. It still gets 10, probably just takes the cap back. White does not get a card. So the fact that he's getting 10 makes me think that what I don't understand here is if orange is actively trying to thwart this player and took their bonus or took their capital, why they wouldn't play off the 5 here to break pink to not let him back into the game. This player is obviously going to keep attacking you. So the question then becomes why leave him in the game? I'm not really sure. I think orange is going to get quite a few troops here because they must have well defended their capital. I don't know why pink hasn't taken their own capital back. But the 10 makes me think they're holding like double +3 here in territory. Orange gets 7, which is 2 capitals. I don't know that I want to feed. I don't have a trade in. I don't know that I want to feed the black elimination yet. I think I would want to weasel my way up here and confirm that this cap is taken. Whether or not it's taken. If orange jumps to 3, it's almost certainly gone, but I don't think that's the case. So what we're going to do here, and pink's not going to like it, but I don't really care. It's 12 there. Well played. How much does he have up here? Well played. All right. Not going to break orange there. Doesn't do me any good. So orange is our top competition at this point. We intentionally don't remove black here because we're hoping that white plays out into black here, as maybe even pulled troops off of his capital. Either way, he's not actively getting cards. We don't have a trade on 4. Pink is probably going to break me, which means they're not going to be too happy with me. Again, black is worth 2 cards. Pulls a troop off there. White's a weird one because he's clearly good enough to understand the value of a slow roll. He's getting great dice on the slow roll as well. That's weird. That won, and he stopped. That last roll won all 3. He stopped attacking it. It almost makes me think that the orange player is going to go into that. Now, I'm curious here. Does pink take his cap back or does he go into me? Because you're homeless. Or maybe he takes the black capital. No, pink's just this is a territory expander. This was the mistake. It probably actively felt like I was breaking pink. I was going to confirm something. Well played. All right, congratulations. You've broken everything. Good work. I don't even have this bonus. He's gonna hit black here, isn't he? No, he's just hitting. Okay. All right, I've had enough out of you. You can stop at any time. I don't have a trade-in, so at this point, we're going to wait and see what orange does. I can't justifiably allow the pink player to hold all of that. And orange sets. You know, what does he do with it? Orange has played this probably the smartest out of anybody. Two, 3, 4, 5. Has all of this right now. Okay. All right. No, that's not a bad thing. I wish I had a trade right now. I don't have a trade. We're obviously going to leave black here. I think white may actually end up winning this capital on the next turn. So what we're going to do... Gonna let pink hold all of that junk. I'm not gonna re-hit. It doesn't do me any good to re-hit. Not right now. Not while we're on one card. It's weird. Pink had the ample opportunity to take their capital back and actually reset the board a little bit, and they don't take it. I, unfortunately, am not going to see... Uh-oh. Did orange let white out? Did white get cards? I don't like that. Does he just take Arkansas? Or does he come get black? I think he's going to get black here, which means we have to just actively kill him. No, he's going to break me. All right. I need pink out of the game. If I get black here, we eliminate pink too. Trades are how high? It's only 25. Eesh. They're not very good. Oh, he fortifies over this way. Okay, so pink is admitting defeat at this point. I mean, this is ridiculous. Doesn't care about the capitals. I'm good. I'm not mad. I just think it's silly that I hit them one time, which I'm not surprised they are retaliating. However, I think a stronger player skill-wise would recognize that I was specifically going to check something with my attacks. At this point, with them not on a set, just going crazy is probably my best play. Black does not set me, so I don't want to take the elimination unless the cap is taken. And it is. White is on 3 cards. We will eliminate white as well. We will not eliminate white as well. He had both caps defended. Oh, boy, they. Okay. Well, let's go back. I misplayed that tremendously. Red is flagged. And white, of course, has a trade on 3. How he even had enough troops over here, I don't really know. Knowing this guy, though, I mean, and of course he had his trade on 3. I probably should have just kept slow rolling. All right, well, pink will be on 3. I tremendously misplayed that. I won't deny it. The interesting thing is he breaks me here. I mean, take whatever. Pink's going to hit me either way. It's the one player that I needed to not... Like, the other two are somehow only on 2 cards. He was on 3. How was he on 3? Oh, he was on 3 because he skipped a bunch. And the one turn he gets cards, it gives him a set. That's what happened. It makes a lot more sense. It's fine. I'll eliminate. I played that poorly. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I thought I'd get better dice in the initial capital. I went nearly double negative. If I go even there, which seemingly happens to everybody but me, that's perfect. Orange becomes the main competition. Although Orange has enough troops to eliminate me, I think. White presumably doesn't have anything defending this cap back here, which is, again, is a terrible capital. I don't know why black quit. Black was fine. They just needed to play for something else. They were so focused on playing for this. Orange plays super slowly, which is going to end up feeding me the pink elimination. And then I can exercise control onto white a little bit. I may as well break him. No point in not breaking there. And a trade on 3. To boot. I'll just tell him well played. He might even miss some of these bonuses. If he beelines for the big bonuses over here, then he doesn't get the two plus 3s, which is totally fine. He actually isn't even going to get this plus 4. Unless, yeah, he doesn't get the plus 4. Although you can come off with it. Yeah, it doesn't come off with the 20. Alright, orange is dangerous. Orange won't be able to eliminate me, but I almost hope he pivots into either red down here. Yeah, well played. Well played. Does he take the elimination? He should. I mean, it's 4 troops here. You gotta take it, right? He's completely off. Does this stay off the cap? Fortify back. Split back. No. Okay. Alright, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna leave my line into white open. Just gonna take here. Pull this to cap. I'm not gonna break white right now. I anticipate getting broken by white, but I'm not gonna break white myself. I don't even have this bonus. Oh. White's gonna take Alabama. This could be my saving grace there. Orange wasn't happy about that either for some reason. They got a 3 hit and they weren't happy about it. Now, I don't have a... Like, I need to keep this cap open into white. If I can get white on 4, then one of 2 things happens here. I get white on 4. White is so weak that if orange continues breaking me here... Buddy, this is not what you want to do. You don't have to do... You do not have to do this. What is the goal here? That was not necessary in the slightest. I was going to leave white alone, or I was going to go for white. Instead, orange signs this stinking death warrant. I will give you... Oh. What? Completely back off of white. I don't know why he did that. Because all he did was break me. He didn't actually break white in anything. And I know white's not that strong, so I can afford to make a play like that because white doesn't have that many troops. You know, they've got 20 here, probably 20 here. Because they went into me, I backed off. I feel a little bit bad that I hit them here, but I obviously hit them here to go through and hit orange. So now we're pretty... I mean, orange is on cards, which helps him, but we basically just evened the playing field. You know, he'll get a 55 trade. I almost think white will just take Tennessee and go back to cap with the 6. Yeah, see, white, this is what's interesting, is white's starting to play passive now. I mean, orange really, I think, bungled that. Also gave me a capital for free, so if he rolls a capital now, he's got two choices here. He can come aggress me again, which I think is silly. Take his spot back, which is what it looks like he's going to try to do. I'll let him take the position back. If he stops at Alabama, heck, if he stops at Mississippi, if he doesn't come break me, if he breaks me, I'm just going to continue breaking him. Like, this is where I would stop. All right, good luck. It's completely off capital right now. He didn't meaningfully break anything, but that's not true. He broke Louisiana. You can't pretend to be mad when you just broke all of me. Sorry, pal. Leave the 95. I'm going to leave this here. I'll give you the same thing right back. I'd rather him beeline back to the right. Have a trade on 3. There's white's set. What I would almost love to see is white. He may go right into me here. I'd almost love to see him take orange's cap here. He may just take Arkansas, though. White, I respect, honestly, as terrible as white's cap was in the early game, I kind of respect what he's done here. And if he hits me, I will both understand it and be a little bit disappointed about it. It doesn't look like he's going to, though. But I respect his ability to have some restraint. Let orange and I fight. Makes sense. Now, I have that trade on 3, which I don't think is going to be great for orange. And if orange rolls a capital here, he loses the game. So he beelines back up this way? Or is this just a break and then a shift? I'm fairly confident that if he rolls a capital, he loses the game. This may be him beelining underneath, which is fine. Yeah, see, this is a game-losing play. 46 has an opening. If he gets really bad dice here, I mean, rolling doesn't roll it. Sits here? Okay. Wow. That was very impressive restraint, I must say. I am going to trade to thwart any potential trade-ins from this player. This cap's not bad. This one's become a better capital, though. Don't hit white at all. At this point, I have to kind of willfully ignore white. I mean, orange took this upon himself. If white feels that I'm holding too much board, I'm just going to tell him well played. I'm fine with him taking Oklahoma here. I don't love it, but I'm fine with it. Because this many troops off cap is much easier to beat than a player who keeps stacking on their capital and keeps aggressing me. And all he had to do was not retain. Yeah, see, this is just foolish. This is game losing for both orange and me, realistically. And he's going to exclusively hit me here. I may actually leave white up here in North Texas, or orange in North Texas, just so white hits him. Like, leave one territory there. I do need to start blocking this player, unfortunately. See, I wish this didn't go into me here. That's fine. I showed him I didn't have this bonus. I don't really understand holding this many troops off capital. But I'm like trying to back... I'm trying to back orange up a little bit. Because this is so futile. It just loses the game for both of us. It probably hits here, right? And I know I can beat white because white's capitals aren't good. I realistically need white to roll. He keeps not opening the cap up. He's only starting with 10. White's getting 21. I can only keep this up for so long. That's the issue. And he'll still have a card into white up here, but that might make white mad or open the capital or something. That's the take I wanted to happen. I just hope he stops. Yeah, he's stopping. So he's content with what he got because he knows he's getting the most troops. Now do the troops come down up here? He doesn't want to open my cap, which is why he's not attacking up here. At least I think that's why he's not attacking up there. Now, I'm not going to let him hold either of these bonuses because this player's already betrayed that trust. I want white to roll this cap so bad. If we see him jump to 3, we'll know. I'm not sure he's going to, though. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. Because if white now takes the rest of orange in here, sure, take the rest of the bonus. Now the question is, do I let orange out to go take his cap back? Played. He's completely off this capital here. He's breaking me fully because he's looking for orange because he didn't realize that I had him trapped. And he's actually going to, this is super interesting because he's going to open orange here, realize he doesn't have enough because orange has 50 plus troops here. The question becomes, who does orange retaliate on? Because orange is going to take a card here. If he takes a card, I probably have enough to eliminate him outright. Unless he sets. Doesn't set. Takes a card. Has 128 troops. Holy cow. The path of least resistance type thing here. It's only hitting me, which is a little strange. He's not yet taken his cap back. Doesn't do anything meaningful with that play. Nothing meaningful was just done with that play. I don't even have a trade in here. So, I mean, you should have re-rolled that. I don't know. And he doesn't hardly hit white at all. Because if he doesn't have a set here, keeping him trapped is the best way to do this. If he has a set, whatever, he gets out. But the fact that he wouldn't roll his own capital back, very weird plays here by orange. And I love white hitting this. Smart. Only 30 troops on it, though. I guess orange didn't want to risk feeding me if I had a trade, which I didn't even have a trade on for. And white is still playing for bonuses at this stage of the game, which is just very funny to me. But at this point, I can tell orange is the better player. The restraint to not roll that capital, I think, is pretty impressive. Now, this is interesting choice. Because where is this going? Is this going back into me, or is this going to go into white at some point? All right, so we just leave orange blocked, I guess. Cool. I'm glad he made that decision for me. Probably looks like I'm teaming with white a little bit. Even though I was aggressive with this player in the early game. He's got 200 troops back here, which definitely doesn't help. But my hope is that he just... I don't care that he stacks up here, because these two capitals are far easier to block than my own capital to begin with. Orange hopefully takes something off cap. I have to set the card block on somebody. If you guys are wondering, like, a lot of times people ask me, like, Simon, why did you let that guy get so big? In this particular case, I have to let white get large. Because orange, again, I think is the better player in terms of, like, troop conservation and aggressiveness. I think a better player would have stopped aggressing me, knowing that I could do what I've done to him at this point. But I don't know, maybe white aggresses me over here, and then I'm not in a good spot, but I have to, I'm confident I can beat the white player, so I have to let white get big and take out orange. So he pulls 20 off into here. This is what's dangerous, is this here. Oh my god, he didn't take a card. White didn't take a card. The white player just didn't take a card. In a progressive cards game, they just basically, what white just did, the maneuver, and I think it was an accident, white basically just refrained from taking 30 troops there. 30 free troops at this stage of the game. And that'll compound as we go, because it's every card missed as you go is not great. He doesn't break me anywhere here, so I still get a decent amount, and I'm going to get a card. I really think orange properly misplayed this game. I don't even know what orange is. Fortify. Okay, no meaningful fortify, so. I'm actually going to bring this back here. White has enough troops where he could theoretically win a roll on this with all 30 on the 120. Okay, this time he takes a card. I'm going to need him for his cards. I hope he doesn't care that I hit a 6. That's fine. I mean, if he wanted the extra territory, leaves me with a 1 here to take, sure. At this point, him getting 30 a turn, me getting 25 is not a big deal. Especially one of his caps is already locked. This one I will need to lock, but it should be as simple as just hit everything else up to that point. And now is the part where orange has reached coping status. So we're trading in the artillery, by the way, increasing our chances of getting an artillery on the next turn. We don't end up getting an artillery on the next turn, but it was worth a shot, because you essentially put all 3 of those artillery back into the deck. And then now there are 3 more artillery to pull from, where there are no additional dudes or horses. Now this is a concern. An early trade in from white I don't love. The issue with the position that I'm in is I don't have a cap hold. I don't have a full cap hold on orange. I only have a standard card block hold on him, or on them. So I can't afford to... I mean, this is going to be breakdown time. So the reason I can't afford to turn on white at this point is orange is not out of the game. This is exactly when the card block position is like this, and I see people do it all the time. They will They will turn on the other person that is card blocking with them because they think they're at such an advantage blocking the other player that, let's see, this is not going to be a smart play by Orange. You've got to pull off. There's actually really no good spot for Orange to pull off here. He would have had a little bit better of a pull off over here to begin with. Now, whatever he pulls off, I'm just going to slam with my capital. Yeah, that's probably a proper refrain there for Orange. We got a little bit of trading zone here with White, which is fine. My caps keep getting stronger. I haven't really had to invest anything into Orange yet. But the reason I don't turn on White here is that White, there's too much risk and we've seen with White's aggressiveness on turn, I failed the elimination on them. They break me, etc. Some of the plays that White has made, I'm going to take the card up here. This is maybe just prep against a break. All right. I mean, this is so many off cap troops. It doesn't really bug me at all. But the risk with White is that they, if I aggress them, open up the card block, which is exactly what I do not want. That is like worst case scenario is if they open the card block. Because then it lets Orange out, which again, we obviously do not want. This is futile. So much so that it almost, I mean, that's probably 40% of his troops. Expensive, but probably worth it. Just makes the elimination in the long run easier. I mean, they had 120 running around, and they had like an 80 or something running around, so probably about 250 total troops there. This should hopefully leave. Whatever, he's gonna make me at a 3. It's fine. Trade-in comes. White could be on a set here, which is not great. Now we're back to 262 here. This game is taking longer than I had hoped, admittedly. But that is okay. Just gotta get the win. Maybe it's my... I actually have an infinite trading pocket with Orange here, but White's not overtaking. Backs up. Now we start defending both places. I don't have a trade in. I think after this next set, I take a card into Orange, see if he's willing to take an extra card. Well, only if I have a trade, though. Like, White is going to keep defending these extra bonuses, which is fine. I mean, there's so many off-cap troops. With attacker's advantage, you should get pretty decent chunks through all of this. The question is, does White turn on me? I've kept Orange dormant for so long that if White turns on me, I think just eliminate Orange and then fight him, but I don't know. I mean, pulls back. He's there. White is letting me have cards, so I can't complain. Yeah, and if you're wondering, like, why was I getting frustrated with Orange earlier, repeatedly hitting me, it was the main thing that I understand Orange saw me as a threat, The easiest way to protect yourself from a threat in a 3-player endgame is to do what white did and not irritate the threat. Genuinely, the easiest thing you can do is to not irritate the threat. And instead, orange actively sought out irritation. It would have been one thing if he went after me when I got weak and failed the elimination on white, which he would have seen. And instead, he went after me after I eliminated pink, or after I eliminated black. Either or, one of the two, where I got extra cards, so I'm stronger now. All right, we're on 5. I'm going to open him. He may not take the card. Oh, wait, we want to make sure we have it. No, I'll still be able to. Will I be able to double tap him? I don't. I think I open him next turn. I need like 2 turns worth of adding here. Trade on 3? No trade on 3, but there's a good chance I get a trade on 4. Pulled 100 off. Probably got maybe a little bit less than 200 here would be my guess. Because at the end of the day, 100 came off when I thought he was at 250. He's gotten 8 troops a turn, every turn over the course of that period. And then we're going to have to work on a card block on white. Okay. This is... Hey, remember when I said I'm going to have to work on a card block on white? But what if the white player gifted me the card block on themselves for an extra 3 troops a turn when the trades are 120? I respect orange staying in the game, but 138. Wow. I'm not sure he'll take the extra card, but with myself on 4 cards, I do have a trade-in. I'm not sure he'll take the extra card. I'm going to eliminate him either way. I mean, this is confirmation that I can. Like, okay, I let white get an extra 5 that turn. This is a futile effort. Neither of his capitals are open, so I just have this. Well, I want him to trade. That's the problem. I probably want to hit all of this crap. Does he take the card? If he doesn't take the card, there's no point in hitting him. Until he trades me. He does trade me. No, after. You're not saving yourself, dude. I wanted white to set. Really, that's what I wanted. I wanted white to trade. Because the easiest way to do this is let white do whatever junk he's going to do. And then I can retaliate appropriately. Orange should realistically just make this easier for me. He probably won't. But I think I can still beat white regardless. Alright, you've broken all these bonuses. I get it. I'm okay letting you have a couple extra troops because I'd rather put myself in a position to be able to set a block on you than whatever the heck is going on here. And I'm open to all of this crap. Well, that's where he should stop. Otherwise he... No, actually, here's where he should stop. Otherwise he opens the capital. Not a bad play by white. It almost looks like he understands what a card block is. Unfortunately, I'm going to remove all that junk. And then you just have way too many troops off capital. Although, yeah, orange would see me go through everything. All right, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd rather just be on 5 cards after whatever I'm going to do here. What do we need? Like 350 should do it. Not great dice. At this point, I should just break everything because he might have a set. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be on 5, so I'm not gonna worry about the card block. I don't want to win this. That's good. This guy was stacking 70-something troops up here. What? What did I end up hitting through there? I ended up avoiding the big ones, and he had a set on 3. So he may actually win this. But I'd rather him roll a capital. Like, I don't want to roll the capital. Yeah, bad dice. Sweet. If he hits the 40, that's great. I want him to hit the 40. Unfortunately, he's got to fortify to this, so now the block is more difficult. But that was super useful early trade-in. 75 probably ends up coming to this. I almost want him to hit the 47 into it. Well, my 97 is open this way, so I can clean a bunch of the board out again. And then if I end up having another trade-in... Yeah, he's not on the capital here. So... I don't need a slider, but... Oh, that's so good. Alright, I'm gonna leave 90 here. Or... You know what? I actually don't need more than, like, 50. Because he won't be able to set anytime soon. Yeah, 75 came down to take that. That's a good play. This slides over here. I have a trade on 3, though. And this, ladies and gents, is where card blocks are set. This is going to be irritating to deal with, so I just take the capital and let him open me up again. That was like the last chunk I needed. He's still got 120 up there. The benefit of this capital is to break anything meaningful over here. You have to come open it up. Or he does this. I mean, I don't know how I managed to chunk through all that, and this game is by no means over with how high the trade-ins are. I probably need to primarily focus cap defense if he's got a set here, because he's going to keep rolling capitals. What did he get on that last cap roll is the question. He got 34 for 21. I think the real question is, will I have enough here to go 1, 2, 3? Got 12 there, I think. Yeah. Splits this off. I think I just leave these as what they are. This cap is probably my most important defense. Like, I'm only going to go down to 70 here. Oops. Forgot that that hits there. So at this point, I may as well just see how quick he is. forgot that that connected next to his capital. He's got a trade on 3. Did I bungle it? Bad dice here, please. That's probably not bad enough. Oh, no, it is bad enough. And he's off 2 capitals. The problem is that the other one is... Oh, he's off 3 capitals. If he double slams this, I probably win, even with the 120 up there. Come on, don't split, don't split. Oh, good split, good split. 94 completely off. Be super careful with this, because I will win at least 1 capital here. Doesn't break here. Where does this go? Here? We don't have to open that. I don't have to open that. I do not have to open that. So this takes here. And then this goes here, and then that goes there. He won't win any of these. No trade on 3. The 94 likely finds a way to get off on the next turn. Yeah, this is what I saw coming. We won't have a trade in though, so if the 94 if I never open this, we're in a great spot. Getting this cap was pretty useful. Does he miss Tennessee? Any bonus he misses, like this 9 should probably swing down at this point. I'm so weak. That was a massive fortify error. He should have gone to Georgia. Georgia was a much better capital to fortify too. He's slow rolling. Does he stop? He won't have a trade on the next turn either. This 94's got to get active. Oh yeah, here's... Oh, he's accidentally single dice slow rolling up here. He will get me up top. I need to break these bonuses. Yeah, we still have to break there, although I risk opening the 120 up, so I don't know that I want to connect. This doesn't fortify off. He doesn't have a trade. Can I win this? Can I use these other troops to... Oh, that's actually so useful, man. Now the key is if I'm going to end up having a trade on 4. I certainly hope so. I don't have a trade on 4. If this player has a trade on 3, we are not looking too good. Oh no. It's 150. 150 is tough. If the 94 fortifies up here, it's especially tough. Oh, that gets through. I didn't think that got through, but I still hold a decent amount here. This breaks only 2 more bonuses max. Oh, well, I guess you could get 2 on 1. You could win a 2 on 1, which it breaks 3 more bonuses. Does not get the 2 on 1. If the 94 fortifies off, we basically bail on the Georgia position. We actually have to fully send the Georgia position. I don't have a trade on 4. Pulls off cap there. If he's got a trade on 3, he wins, and it's a really unfortunate lack of a trade on 4. He doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Loses 31. Perfect. Because now I get to defend everything. So if he doesn't actively defend this, yeah, that's not enough. Or is it? How do I want to do this? Because at 160, it's risky. I don't want him to be able to defend this again. The reason I did that, and I ended up getting reasonable dice. Negative, but not too negative. Trade on 3 is so big. That's what I was hoping for. I wanted him to set, and I wanted him to get overzealous and take 2 caps again. If we can bait him into taking 2 caps again, I should be okay. This has been quite the doozy, because I've been playing at a disadvantage here. This player had so many more troops than me, especially after I admittedly got pretty bad dice on that orange player cap roll, and they didn't end up buttering me up, letting me butter them up for an extra card, which, fair enough. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Come off completely, please. Smart enough to stay. Okay, fair enough. Third, it's 23 troops here. See what pulls to this, and from where. Because this player won't have a trade-in. Probably from their back cap here. 47, we just take that. We might even be able to take both. No trade-in for this player, and I understand that that's risky to do what I just did, but I should hold more board here. Without letting him hold too much. Although he was smart to come off the right spot here. I need to set a block, that's the issue. If he ends up having a trade on 3, then that was probably not the best choice, rolling both of those. But the whole goal is going to end up being defense above anything else. If he's got a set on 3, then I play from a disadvantage. It is what it is. Oof. I want him to take the 65. He's just not taking the 65. Loses 28 on that. That's tough. That is tough. I probably didn't play that well. Hits this, loses. Okay. Lets me hold way too much. Why would you let me hold that much? That is way too many troops. At this point, this cap is already open. I may as well just not let him get extra. There's a trade on 3. We're basically battling to see who can get worse dice on these capitals. I think I just need to take this and sit. I don't need to push for this one. I want it. I greedily want both. I shouldn't take both. Because then I'm going to have turns where I'm the one that gets the bad dice. Like if we go back to my turn, if I can find them. Cap rolls 88 on 48, nearly 2 times loss on that. And then 44 on 24, nearly 2 times loss on that. And meanwhile, he goes on his last turn, on their last turn, 28 on 20 and 44 on 38. So, oh, that is huge. That is actually exactly what that is. That is a waste of troops. It's exactly what we want. Hey, we both had trades on 3. I can't be too upset. This is what I need to start doing. Now I have a defended cat. I just got pretty good dice that time, right? Minus 11. Still, funnily enough, minus 11 is still worse than both of the rolls that player got. Okay. We'll close this 1v1 out. Interesting. At this point, I can't justify rolling any more capitals. I just have to block what I can block here. And actually, I should probably prioritize more of the defense over here. I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't bailed on the 94 here. There's, again, going to be a risk of a trade on 3 here in a moment. But the thing is, we left the whole cap open there. He's still only, he's getting 16? 13, got 13. So, I don't know. We just got to hope he doesn't have it set on 3 this time. I'm going to leave the 70 there. It's a little bit risky. They're not going to be able to get both capitals, which is why I'm not super concerned. Until that 90 comes off. Like, we'll let him get 2 extra troops. It's fine. 3 extra troops, apparently. Probably should have rolled into here. Oh, there's no reason not to take the rest of South Carolina, is there? They have a trade on 3 again. We're hoping for artillery. You're going to roll me on the left side. On the 90. Okay. They evened themselves out, everybody. They evened themselves out. Took a little while. The 94 is going to come out, which is not great, but he doesn't have a trade. No trade in for this player. We'll take South Carolina, and then we'll just run the board. Although the 94 is going to come out, so we can't leave our cap undefended too much. That is... This comes out, right? Oh, why are you going from up there? I do not agree with that play. I'm going to open the cap at this point. That probably... I'm closer to a trade in than this player is. Might as well restrict how many they're getting. No trade. No trade, but I almost wonder if it's better that we don't have a trade. Wow, that was some of... They went from getting really, really good dice to exactly 2 times loss. Oh, incredible dice there. They fail this. That's good. Everything they fail is great. It's just, if we don't have a set on 4, I need to... Well, I'm not going to... Oh, I will. No, they'll only be on... If we don't have a set on 4, we have to get one of the, at least one of these back to cap, if not more than that. Yeah, the more that comes off over here, the better. Because they're still letting me get a bunch of territories. So I'm not going to get too much less than them. Like, if they stop here after the break, they still let me hold all of this ground. This is something they should have done a while ago, was take this bonus. I'm a little uncertain why they hadn't yet. We're going to play off the 15 here. I'm going to bring the 16 back to cap, I think. Because they'll get, what, 19 here? 18? They have the trade on 3. That should potentially allow me to take both of these bonuses. And honestly, I may just want to take both of the capitals. If I take both the capitals and we let them hold this, we just block. We block here, capital, here, capital. And actually, if they connect it for me, which it doesn't look like they're going to do, I was going to say, if they connect it for me, it becomes as simple as setting all of these, you know, rolling off of one spot the entire time. All this needs to do is hit here. Doesn't look like it's going to. Fail. 19 goes for that. I mean, everything that is off your capital is good for me. I can still set the block how I need to set the block. Okay. All right. This one's 27, so I want 70, 80. Let's do 80. This one's 14. Play off of this for 70. And then 25. 27, 28. That might not be enough. Yeah, I need to change my approach. That was bad dice. I was going to block, but at this point... it's just too much risk of a set on 3, and if he's got a set on 3, I just, yeah. He just wins. Bad dice. Fingers crossed. More bad dice. Not great dice. Another set on 3 for this player. They at least don't win. Alright. Bad dice both times. Potentially worse dice than I got. Keep going. Come on. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Please. Does that come out to here? It does. That's what my worry was. 43, though. That's not a lot. Trade on 3 here would be chef's kiss. Don't open that. This cap probably doesn't have a lot on it at this point. Actually. We've got 80 there. This player won't arrive on a set very soon. May as well hide it. That's perfect. What we need to happen is we need this player with this stack to attack into Alabama down on the bottom here. Although the 30 probably comes off, right? They're getting very bad dice. They go over the top line. And block their stacks off. So they're not going to get that much. That's perfect. Because then I can just go break everything. It's just a weird position where we keep rolling each other's caps and we're not getting particularly good dice on them. It's a shame that that actually actively broke there. Is that there's no way you hit the 27 here. Okay, apparently there is. If I had a trade on 3 right now, I probably win the game. Unfortunately, we don't have that. They do, however, open me, and I know they don't have a set, so I'm just going to steal this cap back, and it's actually going to be way cheaper than it would have been. I'm going to need a set on 4, but I mean, that's a massive misplay there. That's the first, like, major mistake that I think they have made. They've played an otherwise pretty good game. I've been moderately impressed with the play here. All right, we need a dude or a horse. We get an artillery. No set on 4. If this player has a set on 3, I am cooked. All we needed was a dude. We had a 66% chance, probably more than 66% chance because of the chances of we're gonna get screwed on 4 cards. We got kind of screwed on 4 cards earlier where I could have made a really good play. Didn't end up having the chance to do it. I mean, now with how high the rolls are going to be, everything, I need to break whatever I can break and get everything back on capital here. Fail, 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 fail. So, almost, I've almost got this guy. I got to finish it out. It should only, as long as he doesn't have a set on 3, it should only be a couple more minutes. Really, really frustrating. All he took was Tennessee, right? So, realistically, I need every troop I can get here. The 7 has to come back to cap. Fingers crossed. They're not connected, so he could still bungle it if he has a set on 3. And if he's got a set on 3, if they've got a set on 3 again, I'm honestly going to be a little bit miffed. Because that is so many sets on 3. I've had a couple, but... Alright, that's good. That's so good. I was a bit worried there for a moment. I don't know why they're splitting like this. Why are you splitting like this? What does this do? It's not true random. These are unnecessary landmines. And this cap is not very strong up here. What a game, though, everybody. What a game for sure. Here we go. Well, the landmines are apparently working, even with it not being true random. Trade on 3. Please have a trade on 3. I don't have a trade on 3. Probably will have a trade on 4. There's the trade on 4. This is just a mess. Oh, please hit this. Please hit this. Yes. Okay, minus 30. Go hit the 52. Or as well. That's the better way to put it. I almost wonder if on this turn... Well, if he hits this and fails, that's even better, right? Breaks everything. Please. Please. Oh, pretty decent chunk. But now it doesn't have much over here, so this should be an easy win on this capital when the time comes. Which is hopefully on this next turn, right? If I have a set, I don't have another set. It's another no set on 4, everybody. What an unbelievable game. I almost wonder if I open this up. Closed off all the pathing into this. I may open this up just to see what is here. It may not be a lot. They fortified off the other position quite a bit. No set on 4. 3 times this game, no set on 4. Unbelievable. No extra bonuses taken there. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Wonder if they have a joker and that's why they did that. Maybe we don't go look at that. That's pathing here. Trade on 3. I mean, a trade on 3 at any point for white wins the game. Okay. All right. We're going to dip in here and check them in this next turn. This is not expensive to have to take. They're worrying a little bit too much about the bonuses at this point and not about the capitals. If they give me pathing to this... Okay, I have pathing to every cap right now. That went back here, I think. I might be able to cap run. It's our only shot, I think. 45. That's just one. Which is good. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. We have got it. Good game, dude. Well played. And a big ol' thumbs up to you. I was wondering if White had started ignoring those back capitals. The pull-off down below thing here might have done them in. That was stressful. Oh, I thought I bungled that a fair few times. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. That was one of the longest 1v1s we've had in a while, especially at a disadvantage. Orange and White intermediates, not surprised. They were the strongest players in our game. Red quit early, Pink ignored their capital, and Black quit early as well. Respect to both of these players for playing it out. Shout out to both of you, Cater Avalon and Brown Aurora. I have a place to be, so I got to get through the map ranking real quick, everybody. This is the map here. I meant to run through the bonuses. If you feel free to pause and look at them. I forgot to get through the numbers while we were running the video. That is my apologies. This is the map. You sometimes have blizzards on one of these lines here, which makes some strong holds on the right-hand side. But these big bonuses on the left are really open, can be held, sometimes can't be held. I just like this map a lot. I think the bonuses matter a decent amount, but they also reward Good Neighbor quite a bit. We saw that this game a lot, where once people started playing Good Neighbor, the game shook out quite a bit better than maybe we anticipated it. I personally like this map more than the US Midwest map. I think it's a better map. It's a little bit smaller, if I remember correctly. But I think it's better. I think it's more fun. Every game I play on this map is a load of fun. I actually think it's probably better than Boston. Boston relies a little bit too much on the 1 point holds and whatnot. I don't think I want to put it as good as Ottoman Empire Advance. Or sorry, is that? Yeah, Ottoman Empire Advance. I don't think I want to put it above that, but US South is my favorite map from this map pack. I think it's a really well-designed map. It doesn't overly reward the 1 point holds that the Blizzards make because the bonuses on the top right aren't all that strong. And the bonuses on the left side, if you're willing to play Good Neighbor, are stronger. And I think that's perfectly fine to reward that. There's card block opportunities. There's working together opportunities. There's expansion opportunities. It just flows really well every time you play it. So that's where we're going to place US South. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow and more Tier List Tuesday next week. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.